Saturday, November 18th, 1939. The Wehrmacht High Command reports. In the West, little local scout activity. The attempt by 3 British aircraft to attack Wilhelmshaven was thwarted by timely defenses. No bombs were dropped. Our own aircraft conducted reconnaissance over the entire French region. Sunday, November 19th, 1939. The Wehrmacht High Command reports. At one point on the Upper Rhine front, there was lively machine gun and rifle fire on both sides, but silence on the other parts of the front. Local artillery activity only. The Luftwaffe continued its reconnaissance activities over France. Monday, November 20th, 1939. The Wehrmacht High Command reports. No special events. Tuesday, November 21st, 1939. The Wehrmacht High Command reports. In the West, there was little scout activity and weak artillery fire in individual parts of the front. The German Air Force continued its reconnaissance against enemy states on November 20th. In England, Scapa Flow, Scotland, and southern England were investigated, and in France, the area north of Paris was investigated. Despite enemy defenses, the aircraft carried out their reconnaissance as planned. In the months of September and October, German surface forces, together with air forces, examined several hundred merchant ships for banned goods in the Baltic and North Seas. While a large number of ships were released to sea immediately after the examination because they had no banned goods on board, a total of 127 ships with 245,455 gross registered tons were brought into German ports for more detailed examination. Unless the ships and cargo were confiscated, they were released. Wednesday, November 22nd, 1939. The Wehrmacht High Command reports. There was little artillery activity in some places on the Western Front. On November 21st, the Luftwaffe again reconnoitered over English territory up to Scapa Flow. Reconnaissance over French territory was extended to southern France. To protect the German western border, numerous fighter pilots were deployed on November 21st, as on the previous days. These remained without contact with the enemy. The anti-aircraft artillery deployed in the Western Air Defense Zone also found no reason to take action. Thursday, November 23, 1939. The Wehrmacht High Command reports. An enemy company attacked our combat outpost southwest of Pirmasens. It was rebuffed and suffered heavy losses. On November 22nd, the German Air Force's lively reconnaissance activity over France and England achieved particularly valuable reconnaissance results despite strong fighter and anti-aircraft defenses. A French plane was shot down in the Sedan area. In the waters of Shetland, an English flying boat was set on fire in a low-level attack despite strong defense. During border surveillance by numerous fighter pilots, there were several small dogfights. 4 French fighter planes were shot down. A German plane was forced by French fighters to make an emergency landing near Freiburg. On November 21st, an air battle took place over French territory between 9 German destroyer aircraft and 7 French fighter aircraft. The French fighters were driven away, allowing our own reconnaissance aircraft to continue their reconnaissance activities. Enemy planes flying into German territory stayed in the immediate vicinity of the border. Friday, November 24th, 1939. The Wehrmacht High Command reports. In the West, there was somewhat more active scouting and artillery activity. The Luftwaffe continued its reconnaissance over French territory. There were repeated air battles between the German fighters and enemy fighters deployed to support the reconnaissance aircraft and to protect the border area. An English aircraft was shot down near Verdun, an aircraft near Saarbrücken, and a French aircraft by anti-aircraft near Zweibrücken. The New York Times report on the severe damage to the British cruiser Belfast is confirmed by the report of a submarine that torpedoed a Southampton-class cruiser in the Firth of Forth. According to reports from the British Admiralty, the British destroyer Gipsy hit a mine on the English east coast and sank.
Join us also next Sunday for the subsequent Wehrmacht reports. In the meantime, you can discover many more military history audiobooks on Major Antonio's YouTube channel. Thank you for listening, and so long.